Welcome back, and you are still watching NTV Weekend Edition with me, Pedun Mildred. Now tonight in Talk of the Nation, we look at the Democratic Republic of Congo that has now officially joined the membership of the East African Community, raising the number of partner states to 7. Now the admission follows the endorsement of a report by the East African Community Council of Ministers last Friday and heads of a state summit on Tuesday during a virtual meeting chaired by the community chairperson, that is President Uhuru Kenyatta of Kenya. Now Congo joins a highly expectant community which will see substantial economic benefits, including a 50% increase in population size and a 25% jump in the gross domestic product. Now, to help us understand or to look at how the business community views these developments, we do have the Chief Membership Officer of the Private Sector Foundation of Uganda, that is Mr. Kisirinya Francis. Good evening, sir, and welcome to NTV.
Good evening, Mildred.
Yes.
And good evening, our viewers tonight.
Yes. Okay, first things first, I would like you to give us your take on what you make of Congo joining the East African Community after all this while.
First of all, let me congratulate the Democratic Republic of Congo for choosing to join the East African Community. I think they had a choice of going elsewhere, but the fact that they chose the EAC, I think that is a major good decision that they made.
Right.
I also would like to welcome them to the EAC, and you know, like Uganda, we share a common border with the DRC, so we've really been trading for a long time with them. So we really hope that the coming of the DRC into the EAC, they come with their 90 million consumers and will now become a bloc of 300 million people. So this makes us a substantially big bloc. It also gives us that connection from the Indian Ocean to the Atlantic.
Very right.
So you can trade from Indian to the Atlantic. So we are so happy as the business community that Congo has come in, because this is going to ease the flow of trade.
Okay. As
I said, yes, we've been trading, but we've been trading in a situation that has a lot of unpredictability, that has a lot of or barriers to trade. Now, if you wanted to take goods to the Congo, you can use any of the border points, but it depended on the people in the customs side on the other side to decide whether to admit you in or not, or to classify your goods in whatever way they wanted. But now when you join a community, the East African Community, we already have protocols. We are in the customs union as the EAC. So we have agreed on a number of things already, including on things that stop trade, what we call non-tariff barriers, and there are mechanisms through which we can deal with these non-trade barriers. Okay. So meaning that we are going to have smoother trade than we had before. Yes.
Okay, you talked about the regional bloc that stretches from the Atlantic Ocean to the Indian Ocean. What do you think Congo has to bring to the table with this bloc, and what does Uganda have to benefit from this competition as well?
Now, Congo is a rich natural resources country, as you know. Whatever natural resource you're talking about, it is in Congo. Now, the EAC and Uganda has an opportunity to formalize trade with the EAC in these natural resources. For instance, we do have, Congo has a lot of gold, and we do have processing capacity of gold in Uganda. So it's possible for now Congo to export its raw gold to Uganda, and then it is processed here. They also have a lot of potential for agricultural production, which can help their countries and the economies of EAC to access food and food products. But for Uganda, we are going to be the biggest beneficiaries from this, because one, Congo consumes all what we consume here. All agricultural products, name them, from beef, from matoke.
They do consume matoke.
They do consume maize, they consume millet, pineapple, milk. All those in their raw forms, the way we consume them here is the way they are consumed in Congo. So we can trade without having to process these particular products. But most important is when you look at the industrial manufactured products from Uganda,
yes,
those that are manufactured from crops, from agricultural products, talk of milk, talk of edible oils, both palm and sunflower oil, talk of sugar, talk of tomato paste and tomato sauce. All these products that we make here and we can make in our small and medium industries, all can be traded in Congo or are being traded in Congo. So we are going to have a big advantage, because if you have products that come from our agricultural produce, added value in Uganda here, and then sold in Congo, this gives a very big opportunity for our small and medium enterprises to expand their products and their markets. And when they expand their markets, they are going to expand too. When they expand, they are going to employ more people, and they are going to pay more taxes. So we are going to benefit a lot. Along with that, we also have other manufactured products in Uganda that come from minerals here. For instance, cement. Cement is both manufactured in the Kasese area or Tororo area or
yes.
Kampala. All this is good from our underground, from the ground, processed here, and then can be sold. Now, all of those give you a big value chain which benefits more people. Besides, if you look at the products that other products that manufactured products that we sell in Congo, for instance, steel products, all those products, from iron bars to steel tubes to flat rolled products.
Right.
All of those ones go to Congo. Now, much as we import the raw materials today, but we have big deposits of iron ore which we can convert. I believe with the expanded market, it becomes even more viable for us as Uganda to exploit our iron ore in Muko, transform it into products, and then sell them to the wider markets of the East. So Uganda is going to benefit immensely from this. Okay,
if you could advise, how do you think Uganda should make use of this opportunity when Congo opens up its economy to the region?
Yeah, I think first of all, to all our business people, it's very important for us to look at the opportunities that is available, find out what the Congo market wants. Some of you already know because you're already trading there. But now that it's going to be formal, find out what you need to do to expand your markets. Don't forget that also other member states are going to come to compete with you. So we need to identify and work out best mechanisms for us not to be out-competed in Congo. If we need to improve our distribution chains, for instance, if you had one dealer in Beni, and you don't have in Goma, you don't have in Lubumbashi, you don't have in Kisangani, it is important for you to create those distribution chains, have agents along so that they can be able to support you as you do business. We also ask our business people and trade facilitating companies here, for instance, banks, insurance companies, transport companies, and so on and so forth, that facilitate trade. Please look at these as opportunities too, which you can establish in Congo, so that, for instance, if somebody is trading here, is getting goods from here, and then sending them to Congo, they don't have to come back with the cash in their car or on their hips. No,
yeah, of course.
Really, let's have banks. They can bank the money, and then you can access the money here after the selling. That is so crucial. There are services that we have not talked about where we are going to really benefit a lot, and we need to position ourselves. For instance, education services. Uganda is known for its quality of education, and it has been patronized by other neighbors before. Tanzania, Rwanda, Congo, Sudan. So now is the time to bring in the Congolese in our schools. They would like to learn English because they have been in the French community. They are coming to an English community. So the English, they would like to come here and learn English. But I also encourage schools to incorporate and bring in French in their curriculum, so that the students from Congo can benefit by studying French here at the same time studying English. So higher education institutions, secondary schools, these are big opportunities for us to take advantage of as Uganda.
Okay. Now, in your parting shots, what do you think the authorities in Arusha should do to enable a seamless, community, apart from, barring the tariffs on the barriers, on the borders? Yes.
I think as the EAC, we need to ensure that we strengthen the protocols that bring us into trade. I know very well that we do have a common external tariff, and the Congo now is also going to be a member of that common external tariff. In other words, goods that come from outside the EAC will be charged the same rate, whether in Uganda or in Congo or in Tanzania. This is very important so that we as members of the EAC benefit from our markets first before the outsiders coming. So we need to strengthen and enforce the common external tariff, ensure every country charges the same. We also have the element of internal taxes or tariffs. We want these to be harmonized so that we know that excise taxes or internal taxes in Uganda are the same as internal taxes in Kenya, are the same as internal taxes in Tanzania, so that we compete on other things other than taxes. Also, we need to harmonize our standards. Today, the cause of most of the barriers, the delays at the export points in Congo, is because the border points is because of standards. Somebody arrives with their box of soap at the border, and then the person on the Congo side does not recognize this standard or does not recognize the labeling on the soap, and then keeps the truck there for days and days on. Now we need to harmonize these matters so that we are able to trade seamlessly and without problems. Finally, as EAC, we also have to work very strongly on our dispute resolution mechanism so that whenever we have disputes, because they are going to occur anyway, they can be resolved within a short time. That is how the business community and the population of the EAC and Uganda is going to benefit and enjoy the DRC coming to the EAC. All
right, there you have it, Mr. Kisirinya Francis, the Chief Membership Officer of the private sector of Uganda. Well, he's been shedding more light on the opportunities that could emerge from, the DR Congo joining the East African community. So, you business people, make sure you position yourselves and benefit the best out of this. Well, thank you so much for being a part of the Talk of the Nation. The weekend edition does take a break, and we return shortly.